If you're thinking about a password manager for your family or for your organization, probably one of the first things you might think of is which one's easiest to use. So in this video, I'm going to cover what to look for to decide which password manager to start using and to give a try, because there's so many out there and there's many that are free and affordable, but how do you pick one? What makes a password manager easy to use? Well, in addition to being easy to use, you're probably looking for security. So how can you find a password manager that's super secure but easy, especially if you're not technical or you've got no organization of people that it would just be a headache to try to get them to use a password manager that's very complex? How do you start to look for one? The first thing you might look for is a password manager that's going to adapt to multiple devices. So for instance, if you install a password manager, can that install on your laptop or desktop? Can it install on your phone, your smartphone, your iPad or notebook? Can it install on all of your devices and use one account? That's probably the first thing you want to look for, because you probably have multiple devices, as would your family or your organization. The second feature you likely want to look for is security, but how to make it easy to be super secure. So a little technical here. Password managers, most all of them, use what's called an encryption. It's AES 256-bit technology. Now that's super fancy technical terms for basically a type of encryption that's like a military grade encryption. And so password managers use this layer of encryption, and that's what keeps all of your passwords and all of your account and data and information secure, is that you have this encryption. So that's just kind of a given. The second thing that makes them secure, though, is whenever you have a master password in addition to this encryption. So what that means is you save all your passwords in your password manager account. It's encrypted with this AES 250-bit technology, and then you have one master password that gets you into your account. When you log into your browser on your laptop or your desktop, or you pull up your phone, if you're logged in with your master password into your password manager, you can then access all of your passwords. So this master password is really going to be the only thing you have to remember. So that's going to make it easy. Now, some password managers have the ability to use a master password without even having to remember the master password. LogMeOnce is actually a good example of this. And with LogMeOnce, you can use a master password, but you can also use other ways to get into your account. So anyone in your family or organization can choose which way suits them to log in and remember the master password. So like in the case of LogMeOnce, you can use several different ways to verify your identity and to get into your account with the master password without having to remember a master password, such as using a selfie. So you can use your smartphone in coordination with like your laptop or desktop when you're logging in. Take a selfie, it verifies your identity on your two devices. Now you've got this two-factor authentication. You've got two devices that are verifying your identity, so it's super secure, but it's also really easy because you just take a selfie. You can also use like your thumbprint if you have a smartphone or a device that recognizes thumbprints, things like that. So there's different ways to be able to verify your identity, add this extra double layer of encryption with two-factor authentication with your master password. That's super easy. So that's another thing to look for. A third factor to look for when you're looking for easy password managers for your family or organization is customer support. How easy is it to get in touch with the company that has the password manager? Whether they have live chat or email or a phone number available, you want to be able to contact them if you have questions or if you need things to be figured out, or if you want a little tutorial or a demo. Having customer support and easy, accessible help is a big win, especially if you're trying to find something that you don't have to think a whole lot about. So looking for a password manager with great customer support is another thing that you might want to keep your eyes out for. And so a lot of them have like a live chat feature. You'll want to look to see if they have a phone number and an email where you can contact them to be able to get support when you need, because that helps make things a lot easier. You might also want to look for a password manager that offers like a live demo or a support demo when you're getting your software installed, so that you can get support getting all set up without having to deal with lots of support articles or technical details. You could just have the support of a live person helping you. So that's a good third feature to look for. The fourth feature you probably want to look for when you're looking for a password manager that's easy to use is value. You want to find one that's Maybe there's many good ones that are free. Others out on the market, there's many that are very inexpensive, where you pay a couple bucks a month, but you get all these features. And so that would be the fifth thing you probably want to look for when you're looking for a password manager that's easy to use for your organization or your family. That's the features. So the free password managers on the market, many of them are very good. And then there's many of them out there that are just a few bucks a month, but give you all sorts of additional security, additional features. Like in the case of LogMeOnce, the one that I mentioned before, for a couple bucks a month, you can upgrade to their cloud encryption feature. And the cloud encryption feature allows you to be able to encrypt all the files that you save to a third-party cloud storage, such as Dropbox or Microsoft OneDrive or things like that. If you use third-party services to save photos or documents or spreadsheets or files, you can use LogMeOnce's cloud encryption feature to be able to give extra security. So that's a neat feature for just a couple extra bucks a month. They also have dark web scanning. So if you want to prevent getting hacked or having your email compromised, or be notified if your email gets compromised, say on one of your accounts, like a shopping website, or you have an account somewhere and that website gets hacked, you want to know immediately if your data has been compromised. Well, LogMeOnce has their dark web feature that will alert and notify you and constantly monitor to make sure things like that don't happen to you. And if you do have an instance where your account gets compromised because, say, a website where you have an account gets hacked, LogMeOnce can notify you immediately, so you can then change your account information or close your account and create a new one, or whatever needs to be done to make sure that immediately that you don't have your information scraped up and picked up by hackers. So that's a cool feature. It's just an additional buck or two a month that you can get with your account. So looking for the features, the value that comes with those features, customer support, ease of use and installation, and being able to add extra security without a lot of hassle, those are all the things you want to look for when you're looking for a password manager that's easy to use. If you want to check out the one that I've mentioned in this video, LogMeOnce, you can go to LogMeOnce.com and just sign up for a free trial. You can get it for free, try it out. The free version is great, and if you want to upgrade and try out some of the other features, you can do that very easily as well. You can sign up for personal or for business, and that's at LogMeOnce.com. Thanks for watching our video.